Breaking, Shane Van Gisbergen shatters NASCAR record, then drops bombshell that stunned the field. Picture this. It is Saturday night at Sonoma Raceway. The race is over. Confetti is still falling through the California air. And the man standing at the microphone, the man who just dominated 66 of 79 laps, does not look like a winner celebrating. He looks calm, almost indifferent. And when the reporters ask him about his Cup car for Sunday, he looks them dead in the eye and says his machine is pretty subpar, to put it nicely. Let that land for a second. A driver calls his own car subpar. On the same day, he just broke a NASCAR record, and now he has to go back out Sunday at the same track and race for history. That man is Shane Van Gisbergen, and what he did at Sonoma in the summer of 2026 was not just a win, it was an announcement. We are closing in on 500 subscribers here at NASCAR Track Report, and every single one of you is part of why we can keep bringing you content like this. If this breakdown is giving you something you are not getting anywhere else, hit subscribe, drop a like, leave a comment, and share this video. Your support is what makes real NASCAR analysis possible. Now let us get into it. It started Saturday. Shane Van Gisbergen climbed into the number 9 JR Motorsports Chevrolet for the Pit Boss Food Max 250, the Xfinity Series race at Sonoma. From the jump, it was a statement performance. He led 66 of 79 laps. He crossed the finish line 1.324 seconds ahead of Connor Zilisch. And with that victory, he claimed his 6th career Xfinity Series win on road courses. Now pause there. Because that number 6 matters more than it sounds. For over a decade, Marcos Ambrose held the record for the most road course wins in NASCAR Xfinity Series history with 5 wins across 77 starts. That record stood since 2014. Shane Van Gisbergen erased it in just 39 starts. He is now the first driver in series history to claim 6 wins in the series exclusively on road courses. And the ceiling above him. AJ Allmendinger, who holds 11 road course wins in that series. That is the next mountain. And given the pace at which SVG is climbing, it does not look that far away. But here is where the story shifts gears. After winning on Saturday, reporters asked SVG about his number 97 Trackhouse Racing Cup car, the car he would be driving in the Toyota Save Mart 350 the very next day. His answer stopped the room. "My car was pretty subpar, to put it nicely. We definitely need to improve it." He continued, "It was a bit of a struggle, really. People smoked us in Group 2, we need to make some improvements." He had qualified 6th, his lowest road course starting position of the entire season, despite entering the weekend as the betting favorite at 150 to 175 odds. The man expected to dominate Sunday was already waving a yellow flag over his own equipment. But here is the crucial context. Sonoma 2025, just 1 year earlier, SVG led 97 of 110 laps in the Cup race, one of the most dominant road course performances in modern NASCAR memory, and when asked about Sunday, he did not flinch. "We've had bad cars before and made them come alive on Sunday. Pretty confident my guys can make it better. Should be a bit of fun trying to move forward." That is not a nervous driver, that is a hunter who already knows where the prey is. Now let us talk about what was actually at stake on Sunday, because this was not just another Cup race. SVG entered the weekend 17th in the standings, sitting 5 points outside the playoff cut lane after a brutal DNF at San Diego. He was direct about that race. That's always the tough thing. You want to score stage points, but then you can bury yourself in the pack. We were at the front and it happened. It's just one of those things. Sonoma was the final road course of the 2026 season. His last real lifeline before a stretch of oval tracks that have historically been his weakest terrain. One bad result and the playoff door could shut. On top of that, a Cup win at Sonoma would push him to 8 road course Cup wins, tying Tony Stewart for second all-time on that list. Jeff Gordon sits alone at the top with 9. 1 win from tying a legend, 2 wins from standing alone in history. And then there was the in-season challenge, NASCAR's new single elimination tournament with $1 million on the line. Sonoma was round 1, SVG's opponent, Ryan Preece. The two had already had contact at Pocono and San Diego, once initiated by each driver. SVG made no effort to hide his feelings about it. "I see he's been getting pretty lippy online, so that's a little fun. He threw a C move on me and half spun me, so I got him back. I look forward to it. It's cool that there is something else to focus on." Revenge, history, survival, all in one Sunday afternoon. Before Sunday even started, SVG dropped a comment that set the internet on fire. When asked about NASCAR's growing audience, particularly after the San Diego race drew 67% first-time NASCAR attendees, he went straight at Formula One. "As a motorsport, you don't know who's going to win. Whereas you watch F1, there's 3 guys who are going to win. I think our sport is really cool. Even at a road course, there's 10 guys who can win." He added, "That's why it's cool going to new places and seeing new people. I think our sport is really awesome." Now here is the irony nobody could ignore. The same man arguing that NASCAR has 10 guys who can win on a road course had just led 66 of 79 laps in the Xfinity race and was the heavy betting favorite for Sunday. Is he proving his own point wrong? Or is he the reason the argument holds? Because even when SVG dominates, Chase Briscoe, Connor Zilisch, and others are always right there pushing. On X, NASCAR Insights posted, best average finish over the last 3 races, Tyler Reddick 5, Shane Van Gisbergen 5.67, Denny Hamlin 6.67, data showing SVG is among the elite but still being tracked closely on the ovals. And an analyst piece making the rounds argue that SVG is winning in spite of his team, not because of them, that Trackhouse Racing's equipment does not always match the performance their driver is extracting from it. After the sweep, SVG himself posted on X, Sonoma sweep this weekend. Thanks so much to the Red Bull Team Trackhouse 97 crew, epic way to finish our time on the West Coast. The F1 argument is real, but the tension it creates is even more real. Do not expect that debate to end anytime soon. Sunday at Sonoma, SVG starts 6th. His car, by his own admission, is still not right. Gibbs, who had earned pole position, leads every lap of Stage 1 and every lap of Stage 2. JGR looks like it has a stranglehold on this race. Then the strategy call comes. SVG's crew makes the decision to pit before the stage ends, sacrifice stage points, and control the restart. He cycles to the lead. Suddenly, the driver in the subpar car is out front, but Chase Briscoe is not giving up. As the laps wind down, Briscoe's car finds grip and he begins closing in. PRN reported that SVG briefly radioed that his car was not good mid-race, and yet the gap between SVG and Briscoe held steady around 9/10 of a second with 6 laps to go. Then the final 10 laps hit. SVG was honest about it afterwards. The last 10 laps I was really in a world of hurt. Briscoe closed. Lap by lap, the gap disappeared. On the final lap, he got within 1 foot of SVG's bumper at turn 11 and made his move. He did not make the pass. Van Gisbergen led 3 times for 74 of 110 laps and crossed the finish line first by just 0.357 seconds. That is how thin history gets. Shane Van Gisbergen now has 8 Road Course Cup wins, tying Tony Stewart at second on the all-time list. Only Jeff Gordon sits ahead with 9. And SVG reached 8 wins in just 68 Cup starts, by far the fastest pace in series history to reach that number. From the weekend as a whole, he gained 63 points and moved back above the playoff cut line. Elsewhere, Tyler Reddick, who had entered as the points leader, suffered power steering failure and finished 36th. The dramatic swing handed Denny Hamlin the championship lead heading into the following weekend. SVG's words after the race told the whole story. I was pretty pissed for a couple of days and then switched my attention to this race. To get both races certainly makes up for it a little bit, pretty special to win. And on his equipment, I still think we have an edge sometimes, but certainly today we didn't have the strongest car. I thought we were a lost cause that finished 0.357 seconds ahead of the field. Here is where the road ends for now and the hard part begins. Jeff Gordon's record of 9 Road Course Cup wins is exactly 1 win away. But there are no more road courses on the 2026 schedule. SVG must survive 18 weeks on ovals, tracks where his results have been inconsistent, just to get another shot at that record in 2027. He knows it. I need to really step it up on the ovals. Just 10th to 15th is good enough for us. I can't get in stupid accidents like Pocono with people. One analyst put it this way, he's winning in spite of his team, not because of them. Multiple things can be true at the same time. Shane Van Gisbergen is the undisputed king of road courses in NASCAR history. His team is holding him back from even more dominance. So here is what we are left with: 1 man, 8 wins, a broken record, a tied legend, a car he called a lost cause, and a championship he might just steal anyway. The only road course left on the 2026 schedule is in the rearview. Now SVG goes back to the ovals. Back to the place where the road course king becomes just another driver. Does he survive the cut line? Does he break Jeff Gordon's record in 2027? Can Trackhouse Racing give him a car that actually matches his talent? Drop your prediction in the comments. This is the most fascinating storyline in NASCAR right now, and if you think you know how it ends, prove it below. If you enjoy real NASCAR breakdowns like this, you'll like what's coming next. Subscribe to NASCAR Track Report so you do not miss it.